What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given here with your afternoon snap, and today I am diving into my archives to bring out this sweet game. A bunch of cards have changed since this game was played, though none of the cards that actually get played in this game have changed. I just might not necessarily recommend this exact deck list, but it's still a really fun one, so I wanted to showcase it here today. Sunspot, typically pretty good in the cloning vats, though I think I have a different plan for the cloning vats, as you might have seen in the thumbnail for this video. So instead, I'm going to throw Sunspot into Kiln, and Sunspot's still good there. It allows you to add additional power there, even after the location is locked down. But for the cloning vats, the plan is slightly different. I'm going to Wave, and then I'm going to Odin, and then I'm going to Odin again. So that way we will be waved for every turn for the rest of the game, limiting both players to just one card per turn. And I think that really favors this deck because it's got a whole bunch of beefy, big cards in it, like Leader and Magneto. My opponent plays a Thor into the Kiln on turn 3, and then on turn 4, they've got a pretty good play here. Since this is the last turn that cards can get played into the Kiln, they think I'm going to play there, so they Professor X into Nidavellir, which now stops me from adding power to both Nidavellir and the Kiln, and gives my opponent a pretty decent shot to win this game. But we are putting them in kind of a tricky position here too, since they only get to play one card per turn, and with that one card, they're just going to attempt to add as much power as possible into the Kiln. They've already won Nidavellir, that location is locked up, so they're just going to try to now play Mjolnir to add additional power onto Thor, so that way they can keep control of the Kiln. And that's a pretty good plan, though you might already see what my plan is for that. But my opponent likes their chances here, and I don't blame them. They are going to snap, seeing that we are just playing Odin again on this turn, and then they are just going to wind up throwing down Mjolnir into the cloning vats. And they'll be able to do that exact same thing next turn, which means there's no way Sunspot will be able to catch Thor for the very least. However, it's not quite my plan. You might already see what I'm planning on doing here. I am just going to be dropping my Magneto on the final turn. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. My opponent, though, is pretty incentivized to just play Mjolnir here again, continue to add power into the Kiln, but they are in for a surprise, as all of that power that they have added to the Kiln is now going to be moved into the cloning vats, where we already just have an incredible lead from dropping all of our power basically for the whole entirety of the game. Sunspot is then going to be able to beat Daredevil in the Kiln, and we will be able to steal a win. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.